young ruler's glory, how he tried with all his treasure.
Hey y'all, it's Mercy here with Randy Crawford of the Kingsmen. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I've been with the Kingsmen 11 years now, which is, I guess, in the grand scheme of Southern gospel music, that's getting to be a long time. But I've been singing gospel music now for 21 years. Started out with Brian Free and Assurance. A lot of y'all know them. And I've been with the Kingsmen now, like I said, 11 years, and love doing God's work.
When did you get saved, or when are you going to get saved?
Well, I hate you. That came from our tenor singer, our young tenor singer, who will be strangled later. Actually, I was saved when I was 12 years old in 1980, and that tells you how old I am. I was saved in a Nazarene church, went to a revival, was invited to go to a revival with a friend of mine that night, and it was a Wednesday night, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me that night, and I went forward and gave my life to the Lord. It was probably the next couple of Sundays would have been Palm Sunday, and that's the Sunday that I actually went forward and gave my profession of faith and was baptized in my home church.
What is your favorite song to sing and why?
My favorite song to sing right now is one off our new album. It's called God Calls It Grace, which actually our tenor singer, Josh Harrell, sings and does a very fantastic job of singing the song. Love the message because it's just how simple I believe God's plan for us is. He's offered us grace full, abundant, and free. His salvation costs us nothing except our love and for us to give our heart and our life to Him, even when we didn't deserve it. I just love the message of the song. It's a great song.
Which song?
God Calls It Grace, Josh.
Do you like that song?
I do like that song, and I told you that when we went into the studio.
Singer. And what did you say?
In spite of the singer.
Oh, this is hateful people.
How did you get involved in Southern gospel music?
Really kind of fell in love with it as a young child. My parents loved the Goodmans, and of course my dad was from the western part of North Carolina, so I always heard a lot about the Inspirations, the Kingsmen, so I got to listen to them a lot and kind of fell in love with Archie Watkins' high tenor singing, and loved to listen to Jim Hamill do his thing with the Kingsmen, and just sort of, it just kind of gets in you, you know, when God called me into the ministry, I had been singing with some different folks out of our church, and a group a lot of folks know called the Cathedrals used to come to our church a lot, and I got to know Mark and Danny of the Cathedrals very, very well, and they kind of made some suggestions about me. Try singing with this guy and that guy and this guy. So got to make some more friends, and Tim Riley recommended me for my first job, which I didn't get. They didn't like me well enough. They hired Scott Fowler. Imagine that, hiring Scott Fowler over me. Scott, I hope you're seeing this. But
He probably won't.
He probably doesn't care about me.
No,
but
right.
Scott Fowler got the job, but not long after that, I ended up getting another position and sing a little bit, and then sing with Brian Free, and so it just 21 years later, here I am, still doing it.
What is one of your favorite memories on stage?
Favorite memories on stage? Okay, I will take you back to my very first National Quartet convention when I was with Brian Free and Assurance. This would have been 1996. The opening night, Monday night, used to always be Quartet night. We used to have different nights would have different names or themes. So Monday night was Quartet night, so it was Brian Free and Assurance, Gold City, the Cathedrals, and the Kingsmen. We opened up that night's show singing "Looking for a City," all walking down through the crowd. So we were all in our respective lines walking up to the stage, and when we got up to the stage, they wanted all of us to stand with our different parts. And so I was singing lead at the time, so here I am, standing beside of Glenn Payne, singing. Of course, I had known Glenn from coming to our church, but I'm on the main stage at Quartet Convention. A 25-year-old punk kid, like Josh is now, 25-year-old punk kid, and scared to death. I'm standing beside, a Hall of Fame legend, Glenn Payne. Couldn't hardly speak. My mouth was so dry, but I got through, and it was just a cool man.
Lord, that's changed now. He can't shut up.
Shut up, Josh.
What do you like and dislike most about being on the road?
What I love most about being on the road is see how God works and plants the seeds when we're all faithful and do what we're supposed to do. I mean, guys like you all with what you do, and you get to see how God plants seeds in different places, and how folks are being touched and lives are being changed. And that above anything else is the coolest thing to see. We talk about that on the bus. Seems like we'll have a few weeks where we don't really get to see. We feel like we're not seeing anything, but then we'll get Facebook messages how God used us here and God used us there, and someone will reach out to us, and God really was moving. We just didn't see it. So, but getting those messages and seeing how lives are changed, and honestly, it's about the negative thing. It's the same old thing. You're just gone so much from your family. You miss them. You miss your kids. You miss ball games. You miss plays and practices and birthdays, that kind of stuff. But God really does make up for that, and the feeling, the satisfaction that we get, even as a family, because I look at it as a family, of seeing how His kingdom gets magnified by what we're doing.
Have you ever sang anywhere outside the U.S.?
Yes. There's a long list and a short list, but of course, we've sung in the Bahamas, sung in Mexico, sung in Canada, and then sung over in Europe, in London, and Scotland, and Ireland. It's the easiest list.
If you weren't a singer, what would you be?
Be a police officer. That's what I was doing before I was singing. I was full-time law enforcement, so I guess I go right back there. It's what I went to school to do. So.
What is one of your favorite Bible verses?
My favorite, Exodus 15:2, and most people don't quote Exodus, but it's the first time this phrase is used, and it's also used in Psalms several times. But Exodus 15:2 is, "The Lord is my strength and my song; He has become my salvation." And that to me is everything.
What is your favorite time of year and why?
Favorite time of year is fall, because I love the change of the seasons, love the colors, and love it when the humidity finally gets out of the air and we can go outside and breathe again. So.
Now we have a special co-host, Joshua
Special co-host. Ms. Lyman, what have you done to me? Is this whose fault is this? Modesty and mercy.
Hi everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you for having me on the show. I have a few questions myself that some fans.
I love Hope Lyman.
There are some fans that really have questions.
I love Hope.
Questions
yes.
that can you. There's questions that there's certain people want to know.
We have to go on stage again. You realize that, right?
Yeah, and that's fine. I'll be alive by then.
Okay.
Anyways, do you have a phobia?
Do I have a phobia?
Yes.
You could say that.
Okay, what is it?
I have a fear of clowns.
Clowns.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And can you go into detail?
There's no detail to be going into. I just hate clowns.
So you love the movie It?
No, I hate that movie.
Oh, you hate it?
Anyone with any sense would hate that movie.
Okay. For any future references, if anybody wants to get...
We're not putting this in open forum, are we?
Anything Randall would like, he loves clowns.
No, it's not live, but
so
it's going to get broadcast. Is it not?
Bring him clown stuff. Socks, clown socks. He loves socks. Look, he loves socks. We both love socks, but get him clown socks. He loves...
Do not get me clown socks.
Next question, sir. Next question, sir. Can you tell me about what details it takes for you to get ready every night?
The details?
Yes.
There's no details. We put our clothes on, we brush our teeth, comb our hair, and run a rag over our shoes, we go sing.
Can you tell everybody about your cosmetics?
Well, what about my cosmetics?
Like, what do you do at night and your rituals?
I wash my face.
Okay, next question.
I wash my face and I put some stuff around my eyes. It's the cosmetics. Okay, keep going.
These are questions that come to me, so it's nothing like I wrote them down or anything. So
it's not like I got like a Mary Kay card or something like that.
I saw it in your wallet the other day. I saw your Mary Kay card in your wallet. So
okay, I've got a Sephora card. Next question.
Sephora card, yes. Praise the Lord. Do you really eat stale peeps?
Yes.
Tell us about them.
I know y'all will probably think this is gross, but I love. Stop shaking. I love Peeps and I love circus peanuts. And I don't just like them. I like to open the bag up and I like to let them sit for about a week or two to where they start getting stale and sticky and hard, and then I like to eat them.
Okay, I have one more question about clowns.
Peeps and circus peanuts.
I have one more question about clowns, then we can move on.
Circus peanuts, yes.
Circus clowns, yes, that's what made me think of it. Anyways, Okay, do you remember there was a concert we were at a couple of months ago?
Journey concert?
Was I there?
No.
I said we.
Oh, sorry.
There was a clown that showed up just to see
Mark
you.
Trammel's singing. It's really good.
There was a clown that showed up just to see you.
Yes.
Have you forgiven that clown for showing up yet?
I've not forgiven the clown. The person that forced the clown to be there. No, let me put it this way. I've actually, the physical clown, I've forgiven that clown. Don't sing Russ Taff songs in front of me while I'm trying to talk.
You know, what's you got against Russ Taff?
I don't have anything against Russ Taff. I'm just saying don't defile his song by me talking over it. That's a great song, so don't. I have.
Thank you.
I've forgiven the clown, but those who put the clown up to the clownery, I'm still harboring some ill will.
Okay,
I'm not naming names.
Okay, you know, everyone says that they come in here at Quartets for the bass.
Don't you like Hope Lyman? Isn't she cool?
And the tenor.
Yes.
So, sources have told me that your favorite part is the tenor, and that your favorite tenor is me. So, I mean, can you confirm this for me?
No, I cannot confirm.
Okay, next question.
I can deny.
Next
but
question.
I cannot confirm.
Next question. Is it true that you went to Disney close to Christmas?
Yes.
Can you explain that trip and all its glorious wonders?
I was asked to accompany one young Joshua Wade Harrell to a trip to Walt Disney World in December of 2016. We did so.
What time did we get the bus? We were at Disney Springs.
We arrived at the Magic Kingdom at about 8:35.
We didn't go to Magic Kingdom first.
Oh, that's right. We went to Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
We arrived at Hollywood Studios at about 8:35.
No, I actually think we were there at 8. We didn't get in the park till 8:30.
I just know this much. It was 11:15 when we left the Magic Kingdom after the fireworks had gone off, and we didn't sit down.
We went to see him.
I bet we didn't sit down more than 30 seconds. We walked, we talked,
we did sit down at
we sat down one time and ate.
No, you sat down one time to charge your phone.
No, and we sat down one time and we ate at the little place over there near
Cosmic Rays, I think.
Yes, Cosmic Rays. We ate at Cosmic Rays, and that's the only time that we sat down. The whole rest of the time, you're like, "Ooh, let's go ride this. Ooh, let's go ride that." And so I swore, I vowed and declared that never again, and I mean never again, will I ever accompany you to Walt Disney World.
But if you were to get to go for free again, would you go again?
Not with you, no. Not unless I had my own transportation and I didn't think leaving you there would cause you some sort of harm.
I'm 25 years old. You could have left me there.
And that would have caused you harm. You couldn't have found your way back.
Yeah, you know what? I probably would have ended up staying. You're right. That's right. So, I think that might be all the questions that I have for you today, sir. You know what? How is it traveling with me on the road? I've been here a year.
There's things that shouldn't be discussed in open forum, especially in front of women. Certain phrases and feelings that you shouldn't express. You know, that's man talk. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. My little buttercup.
As Daddy said, we're going to talk about that man to man. Buttercup.
Yes.
Sweet little buttercup.
Back to you.
Gosh,
Thank
you for asking.
Thank you for co-hosting.
Thank you for asking. I had a blast. I had a blast. It was wonderful.
And thank you for.
Oh yeah, you're so welcome.
I can't wait for this one to get posted.
Is there a doctor in the house anywhere? I just need an aspirin. I need an aspirin and an Alka-Seltzer, and I think we can go on. We've got to sing again.
We do.
Yeah, and that means that I have to actually act like I like you one more time tonight on stage.
He's not acting.
Thank you both for joining us.
You're very welcome.
So don't ever underestimate